Breathe. Don't adjust anything yet. Don't move inwardly. Inhale slowly and release. Once more, no rush. You are in Stoicism and the mind, a space to slow down, to observe, and to strengthen what cannot be shaken. Before continuing, if this space helps you not to react, if these words help you remain silent inside, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Not out of habit, not out of impulse. Subscribe to protect this mental state you're building right now. Also, activate notifications, not to receive more noise, but to be reminded from time to time to return to the center. Now, remain. Don't try to understand everything. Just stay. Most suffering does not come from what happens. It comes from the speed at which you react. Before you even notice what you felt, the body has already tensed, the mind has already answered, the impulse has already won. You did not choose this. You were trained to respond quickly, to explain, to defend yourself, to prove something. And in this constant training, inner silence was forgotten. But silence did not disappear. It was only buried under noise, expectation, fear of losing control. Notice how many times during the day something small throws you off balance. A word, a look, a delay, a message that doesn't arrive. None of this is big, but the reaction almost always is. Stoicism does not teach you to harden. It teaches you not to move inwardly when the world tries to push you. Calm is not passivity, it is mastery. And mastery begins in the exact second you notice the impulse and decide not to obey it. Not reacting is a form of silent power. You don't need to win arguments. You need to overcome the need to win. You don't need to convince anyone. You need to dissolve the impulse to prove something. Every time you react, you hand over control of your mind to something external. Every time you become silent inside, you take that control back. Notice, the world provokes endlessly, but who decides to suffer is always you. This is not blame, it is responsibility. And responsibility here does not weigh you down, it frees you. When you understand that you don't need to react, something loosens inside. The jaw relaxes, the shoulders drop, the breath changes. Not because everything became easy, but because you stopped fighting what doesn't need to be fought. Unnecessary struggle is the greatest mental drain. There is an invisible moment between stimulus and response. This space is small, almost imperceptible, but it is there that freedom lives. Most people never enter this space. They jump straight from stimulus to reaction. You are learning to stay there, to observe the impulse without becoming it. The thought arises, the emotion comes, the body reacts, but you remain. You don't deny, you don't judge, you don't feed it, you simply observe. This training makes no noise, it brings no applause, it draws no attention, but it creates something rare, inner stability. To be stoic is not to become cold, it is to become clear. Clear about what depends on you, and above all, about what does not. You don't control what others do. You don't control what they say. You don't control how they interpret you. But you do control where you place your energy. Every emotional reaction is an investment. Ask yourself, does this deserve my investment? Most of the time, no. And when you don't invest, it's not loss,
It's self-preservation. The mind needs space. Silence is not emptiness, it is fertile ground.
There are days when you wake up already tired without having done anything. This does not come from the body. It comes from accumulated reactivity, imaginary arguments, scenarios that never happened, explanations no one asked for. The mind spends the entire day solving non-existent problems. The Stoic learns to interrupt this cycle, not with force, but with presence. When you notice you are ruminating, don't fight the thought. Simply return to the body, to the breath, to the now. The now does not demand reaction. It simply is. There are days when you wake up already tired, without having done anything. This does not come from the body. It comes from the accumulated reactivity, imaginary arguments, scenarios that never happened, explanations no one asked for. The mind spends the entire day solving non-existent problems. The Stoic learns to interrupt this cycle, not with force, but with presence. When you notice you are ruminating, don't fight the thought. Simply return to the body, to the breath, to the now. The now does not demand reaction. It simply is. Inner silence is not the absence of thought. It is the absence of attachment to thought. Thoughts come, they go, like clouds. You don't need to follow them, nor push them away. A trained mind does not chase everything that appears, it chooses. And choosing not to react is a decision that strengthens over time. At first, it feels strange, almost like losing something. Then it becomes relief, and later it becomes identity. You are no longer the person who explodes, nor the one who over-explains, nor the one who blames themselves endlessly. You become someone difficult to disturb, not by rigidity, but by depth. Observe truly calm people. They don't speak much. They don't justify themselves all the time. They don't live in a constant state of alert. They have no emotional urgency. You can develop this, not tomorrow, now. At the next stimulus, the next discomfort, the next impulse, stop, breathe, and don't react immediately. This single gesture, repeated thousands of times, reorganizes the mind. The world values speed. The Stoic values inner precision. Responding quickly is not a sign of intelligence. Sometimes it is just conditioning. Silence, when conscious, is a superior response. Not everything deserves words. Not everything deserves emotion. Not everything deserves energy. Learning this is a process of detachment. Detachment of image, of ego, of the need for external control. And the more you let go, the more grounded you become inside.